Today we are going to do planks, then stretch, then core work. So like side of core, back of core, front of core, and then repeat. Plank, stretch, core, but different forms. So we're going to warm up with a plank. You can go to the wall if you would like to, or come down, spread the fingers nice and wide, hug the ribs, and come down to your knees. So the knees, from your knees to the top of your head is in one straight line. Draw the belly button in towards your spine, slide your shoulders down your back, lift a little bit between your shoulder blades, tuck the chin down so you have a really long, strong base of support. You can stay there, or you're going to come up onto your toes into a strong dart, pulling the belly button in. So what we're doing is just holding these two positions in between. Draw the belly button in, squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes, squeezing your inner thighs together. Come back down to your knees. When you come down to your knees, lift your feet up so your knees are, the weight's above your kneecap instead of right on your kneecap. Keep the fingers spread nice and wide. Try to have equal weights on all parts of your fingers. We're just warming up, just getting our muscles warmed up a little bit. Obviously not much of our joints yet, but then bring your feet down, come up into a full plank. Good. You want the armpits of your elbows pointing forward. So sometimes you round them in and have them facing each other. Try to bring them forward. Getting proper alignment. Remember, you can stay on your knees. You can do this from the wall. Pull that belly button in. Make sure you're breathing. Bring your feet down. So anytime, or your knees down. Anytime you're doing an isometric hold, so you're doing a hold with your muscles, but you're not moving them, it really increases your blood pressure pretty quickly. So it's extra important to breathe. Bring your feet down. Lift yourself up into your plank. Make sure you're breathing. 4, 3, 2, bring it down one more time through. You should feel your shoulders, at least I feel my shoulders warming up. Good job. One more set all the way through, lifting the feet up and hold. See if you can draw your belly button in a little bit more. Draw your ribs in more together. Breathe into your upper lungs. Tuck the chin down. Good. Keep breathing. And bring it down. Sit it back into either child's pose, where you just rest your chest down, drop your head down towards the mat, or into shell, where you're rounding out your spine, stuffing a volleyball between, pulling your belly button towards your spine. Shoulders stay relaxed. Walk your hands out, separate your legs, and come into a swan dive prep, or like a cobra position. Slide the shoulders down your back. So I typically see people way up here with their shoulders up in their ears. Slide the shoulders down your back. You can also come down to your forearms and just lengthen through the crown of your head. So if you have a sensitive lower back and extension is not great for it, stay down here. Then when you're ready, push yourself back up into that shell or child's pose, or maybe do the reverse, the one that you just did. They just stretch a little different angles of your body. Relaxed breathing. And lengthen yourself back up into that swan dive prep. Your legs are nice and wide, like out to the edges of the mat, on your forearms or on your hands. It feels better for my back to be on my forearms. And you will lengthen, lifting your chest forward. You can extend through your cervical spine if that feels good. I still like to keep mine in a neutral position, but do what feels good for you. You have a little bit of a bum squeeze here to get some more length. Push yourself all the way back. One more time, rounding into it. You can wiggle into it a little bit. You can walk your hands side to side. Just play with your stretches today. Then when you're ready, have a seat on your mat. Sit up nice and tall. I forgot I painted my toenails really bright purple. I just looked at them and I was like, ooh, oh, that's right. Roll down on vertebrae at a time all the way down onto your back. Bending your legs, your pelvis is as neutral as possible. So if you want a little bit of extra support, add that little spill of the tea into your pelvic triangle. Float one leg up into tabletop, other leg, adjust yourself so you have a strong base. Arms are down by your sides. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, slide your shoulders into your back pockets. Curl yourself up as high as you can. Your gaze is looking through your legs, and then extend one leg as you hold onto the bent leg, and then switch, reach. Draw your belly button towards your spine. Instead of pushing it towards the ceiling, your upper body is staying nice and still. You're holding onto the leg that's coming bent. The lower your leg goes, the more challenging it is. So if your lower back is starting to kick in a little bit, bring your legs more towards the sky. So you have lots of room to play with that. We've got 4 and reach. 3. Lengthen that leg long. It's slow enough. Get that full lengthen. 1 more each side. Bring your hands behind your head. Keep your upper body nice and still. Keep the legs going. Now hold that leg out. Hold. Reach the straight leg up. Straight back down. Switch and hold. Reach the leg straight up. Straight back down. Switch and hold. Your gaze is looking through the legs. Your neck is nice and still. Switch and hold. Really reach it up as tall as you can. Straight back down. Add some ankle mobility if you want. Point on the way up. Flex on the way down. Switch and hold. Point on the way up. Flex on the way down. Switch and hold. Good. Get your upper body up a little bit higher. Reach. Lift. And lower. 2 more each side. Ooh, the cloud just covered it. Feels really good. And switch. Try to think about all that length one more time. Really stretch your leg as far away as you can and switch. Good. Hold the legs center in the center. Pull the belly button and get yourself a little bit higher. Go straight into bicycles. So now you're reaching that armpit towards the opposite side. Think about coming up and over. And you're choosing the height of the legs again. Bring them more towards the sky. An option is to bring your legs down and do just your upper body, or drop your upper body. Give your neck a little break and just do your lower body. Reach. Reach. Good. Pull your belly button in. Remember, you're not just twisting side to side. 2 more each side. Really lengthen that leg. Think full body. Take this next one here and hold. Hold it here. Take the bent leg and tap straight down and up. Switch and hold. The bent leg taps the toe down and up. Switch and hold. Bent leg taps down, up. Watch your spine. If it's coming up when your leg goes down, don't come down all the way, or make that other leg go straight up towards the ceiling more. Hold. Tap down and lift. Nothing is moving except that tap down and up on that side. Tap. Pull the belly button in. Tap. Good. Reach. Tap. Hug the ribs in. Tap. 1 more each. Reach. Tap. Hold it up. Bend the knees in. Bring your body back to center. Inhale. As you exhale, bring yourself up a little bit higher. Bring your thumbs to shoulders. Reach your arms and your legs away. Don't lower anything. Exhale, circle, and bring it around. Inhale, thumbs to shoulders, and reach and stretch. Exhale, circle. What's your lower back doing? Especially right here when you lengthen it up. Exhale. Do you start to feel some lightness under there? Bring your legs more towards the sky. Bring your arms more towards the side. Circle and bend. For 4, inhale. Exhale around. 3, inhale, reach. You can always put a hand behind your head. 2, inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. 1 more, inhale, reach. Exhale, circle, curl up nice and tight. And relax the upper body down. Extend your legs long. Bring your arms over your head without letting go of your ribs. They don't stretch and pop out. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, look towards your feet. Oh, and peel yourself off 1 vertebrae at a time. Push your belly button back. Relax your arms. Stack yourself up. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips are facing towards your sides. Heels come lined up with your sit bones or maybe a tad bit wider. Slide your shoulders down your back. Inhale. As you exhale, bring yourself up into a reverse plank. So reverse plank. Your hips are up. Here, let's focus real quick on our form. Get into your shoulder girdle. Take your shoulder, the weight of your upper body into that shoulder girdle. A little bit less in the wrists, a micro bend in that elbow. Then bring your hips straight down without sinking into your shoulders and straight back up. Hips drop down. Squeeze your glutes to lift them straight back up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, squeeze and bring it back up. If you'd rather do traditional bridge instead of a reverse plank, go for it. Down. Hug your belly button and bring it straight up. Inhale, down, 2. Exhale, up. 1 more, inhale, down. Exhale, up. Stick with that, or we're going to alternate a leg lift. Down. Lift the leg up. Bring that leg down as you lower down. Lift the other leg up. Bring both upper body and lower body down. Lift. Good. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. Reach. Watch the shoulders. Make sure they're not creeping up. 1 more. And hold this next one up. Hold it up. Take your arm and rotate and tap towards the other side. It doesn't have to tap all the way down, but get it as close as you can. Bring it back to center. Other arm twists over. Bring it back to center. Pull your belly button in and twist. And center. Great. Lift. And center. Hips are staying relatively quiet, so you're not really lifting and lowering too much. Twist. And reach. Stretch. 2 more each side. You can add that opposite leg if you want. And reach. And bring it down. Last time each side. Oh, this might be extra credit. That's okay, it's a fun one. Bring it back to center, hold. Lift your hips up. Bring it straight back down. Sitting on tops of your sit bones, separating your legs nice and wide, like wider than shoulder width apart. So if you're on your mat facing still a long way, wider than your mat. Flex your feet up, hands come in the center. Sit up nice and tall, then tuck the chin down and peel your spine down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Rounding through it. Right here, we'll all look really unflexible. We're rounding over a big ball, pulling our belly buttons back, and then stack your spine back up. Trying to use your core to do the movement. So draw the belly button towards your spine as you round over it, really pulling it in. Inhale, stay here, thinking like fish gills, expanding out the side. Then exhale, draw the core in as you peel yourself back up. Spine stretch forward. Inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, stay. Exhale, walk it back up. And 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Inhale, stay. Exhale, walk it back up. Take your legs out a little bit wider. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, walk your chest down towards your right side. So you're walking through the chest. You're feeling it down your hamstring, perhaps a little bit on the side of your waist, but you're not rounding over it and trying to touch your nose to your legs. It's sitting up tall and dropping the chest towards your legs. Reach your toes up towards the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, drop it down a little bit lower. Inhale, bring it up a little bit. Walk your hands towards the center. And then all the way over to the other side. Inhale, sitting it up a little bit taller. Then exhale, drop your chest down, leading through the chest. Anchoring both sit bones down to the ground. Inhale, take it up a little bit. Exhale, dropping it down. Feel a stretch go down that whole backside of the leg. Inhale, bringing it up. Take your arm across your body. Inhale, lengthen the other one up, and then exhale over to the side. Anchor down through the sit bones and out through the fingers like you're drawing a big rainbow with your body. A little bit less hamstring, more back, sides, oblique, lats. Inhale, floating it up, and exhale, bring it down. Inhale, float the other arm up. Exhale, up and over to the other side. I can just see the reflection of the phone, like the video in the phone, so I can see if it turns off or not. But the clouds look fake. They're really bright white and they look really cool. I hope they look really cool on a real screen. Inhale, take it up a little bit. Exhale, drop it into a little deeper stretch. Let's just do this for the rest of the class. Inhale, bringing it up. Exhale, float the arms down. Bringing your legs back together. Sitting up nice and tall. If you switch the way your mat was, sit up back onto your mat. Tuck the pelvis under and roll all the way down, 1 vertebrae at a time. All the way down. Good. Keep your legs long. Lift up your pelvic floor. So you're pulling your pelvic floor up. Draw the ribs in together or cough and hold to remind yourself to fire that transverse abdominis. Bring your arms over your head without letting your ribs pop. So if you want your arms to touch the back of the ground, that's great. But you're going to end up letting go of your rib cage and letting go of that whole core. So draw it in tight. The arms probably won't go all the way back. Inhale, float your arms towards the sky. Exhale, keep floating your arms down as you curl your upper body up, looking towards your toes. Inhale, try not to lower at all as you bring your arms up by your ears, and then exhale, lower it down. You can keep your legs straight or you can bend them if that feels better. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, you're trying to keep your pelvis as neutral as possible, no matter which position you're in, so you're not spilling the tea. Inhale, stay, and bring your arms up by your ears. Then exhale, lengthen it all the way back down. We have one more like that. You know what's coming, right? Inhale, float. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, bring your arms up by your ears. Exhale, lengthen it all the way down. Stick with that or come into the full teaser with me. Inhale, arms. Exhale, upper body and lower body comes up. Legs can be straight, legs can be bent. You can hold on and stay or float your arms up. And then exhale, roll down slow. One vertebrae at a time, slow, 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 all the way down. Inhale, arms. So it's the same breathing pattern. Exhale in the full or the prep, so we're still together. Inhale, stay or float the arms up. Exhale, unpeeling it. One vertebrae at a time, like you're stuck in a V and you have to unpeel that V. Inhale, floating the arms. Exhale, up. Inhale, stay and bring your arms up. And exhale, unpeel, slow, to left. Inhale, exhale. Oh, I didn't make it almost. Inhale, stay and bring your arms up. Exhale, slowly unpeel. And you have one more. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, all the way up. Inhale, stay or float your arms up. And then exhale, slowly roll all the way back down. Good job. Bending your legs. Draw that belly button in, add a little bit of an imprint into your lower back so you have a little pressure in your lower back but not a total mashing of a grape, so no glute squeezing. Float the legs up into tabletop. Cross your ankles. Arms come down by your sides. Inhale, as you exhale, you're going to do a reverse crunch to lift your lower tush off, then bring it back to neutral. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, resist. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, resist. Cross your ankles to the other way. Other cross. And reach. Exhale, lift up. So one more. Up. Then you're going to uncross your ankles. Do the same thing. So lift up, slowly unpeel, and then extend your legs long, either straight out or up towards the sky. Bend your knees in. Exhale, lift up. And slowly unpeel. So the trick to this one is the unpeeling. So lift yourself up. Don't let gravity just pull you down and lengthen it up. You're controlling the whole movement. Exhale up. Control, 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 control on the way down. So a bunch of you, I know what some of your favorites are, and I know which ones you don't love or don't feel great to your body. And I always feel bad when we do ones that I know you don't love. And push, extend it long. So I hope you have lots of modifications that you can do. When you don't like reverse crunch, one more, you can just stick with the leg extensions, like this right here, the push out and push in. Last one, lift up. Unpeel and lengthen your legs away. But I think of you, just so you know, when I plan it, I think, oh, so-and-so's not going to love this one. All the way down onto your side. Hips are stacked straight up on top of each other. Lower your head down so your neck is in a straight line too. Draw the belly button in, the pelvic floor up, hug the ribs in, shoulders stay down and back. Bring that top foot up, only hip distance height. Lots of people want to come up here, changing the muscle, so we're keeping hip flex tight. Bottom leg joins it, then lengthen them down together. It's an inhale, inhale, exhale, lengthen it down. Inhale, inhale, exhale, lengthen it down. So one of the people that do this class regularly, they bought me a microphone. So can you tell? Can you hear better today? Isn't that so nice? And they know me so well that they got one that requires no work. I just plug it in, clip it on, and it goes. I don't even have to do an app because of my technology problems. Anyways, that's so nice. So today's my first day using it, and I hope that you don't hear me grunting too much. I hope that part doesn't get clearer. Down, 2, lift, pull your belly button in and resist it coming down. Anyways, that's so nice. Thank you. And keep your legs together. Squeeze your tush, squeeze your inner thighs. Both legs come up together, both legs come down together. It's a short little distance between your ribs and your hips, and bring it down. Squeeze your glutes and lift, and bring it down. Start by compressing the core and then lifting it up and bring it down. So you can do this and let go of your core a bit, or you can compress, then lift, and resist it coming down. 3, and down. 2, feet are just neutral, or if you like them flexed or pointed, you can do that. And bring it down. Shift your legs slightly in front of you now. Bring that top arm over your head. Inhale, shorten the distance between your ribs and your hips, hovering the feet off. Exhale, roll back a little bit into a little bit of a crunch. Inhale, open it back up to the front. Then exhale, lengthen it back down. Inhale, shorten the distance, upper body and lower body. Exhale, roll to a crooked little teaser prep. Open it back up to the front without lowering too much. Then exhale all the way down. Stick with that or come into the full V up. It's an inhale, shorten the distance. Then exhale, roll up or have bent legs. Inhale, open it back up, trying not to lower too much. Then exhale, lengthen it down. Inhale, exhale up. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back down. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, reach and lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it back down. 2, inhale. Exhale, compress and lift. Inhale, open. Exhale, bring it down. Last one, perfect form. Inhale. Exhale. Belly button is pulled in. Inhale, open. And exhale, lengthen it all the way back down. Roll yourself onto your back. Hold on to the backs of your legs and rock and roll yourself up. Let's switch sides. All the way to the other side. Lengthen yourself down. Hips are stacked straight up on top of each other. Body's in that straight line. Top foot comes up, bottom leg joins it, and lengthen them down together. Inhale, inhale, exhale, bring it down. Remember, the top leg doesn't come down to meet the bottom leg. Good. Draw that belly button in, shoulders stay down away from the ears, and lengthen it down. Inhale, inhale, exhale. I'm lifting my head up because the sun is blinding me, but it's safest for your spine and best for your cervical spine to have it long, lengthened along the mat. 2, lift, and lengthen it down together. Remember, you're squeezing everything together right at the top. They're stuck. Last one. Glue those legs together, lift the legs up, and resist them coming down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, resist. Compress the core and lift. Good. Perfect. Shoulders stay down away from the ears, trying to lift as high as you can, but keeping the upper body out of it. 3, 2, 1 more. Excellent. Shift your legs so they're slightly in front of you. Bring that top arm up over your head. Inhale, upper body come and lower body come up a little bit. Exhale, roll back into a little hover. Inhale, open it back up to the front. Try not to lower. Exhale all the way down. Inhale. I don't want to jinx it. Exhale, roll. But there's been no barking yet this week. And lower it all the way down. Stick with that or the full. Inhale. Last week's was so bad. Exhale up. It was probably the worst class I think that I've taught in these 120 classes or whatever. I think today's is 110, but there's like 6 20-minuters in there. Anyways, worst one. I almost didn't post it. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, rotate and lift. So I'm sorry about last week's. And open it back down. I hope we can make it through this whole class without smudgy. Lift up. Inhale, open. Exhale, lengthen it all the way back down. Great job on those. Coming all the way up. Let's stay in cat-cow for a second. This is just like a bonus stretch. And just kind of wiggle your hips and round your spine. All right, here we go. This is the plank set. You can use the wall. We're going to do elbows to hands. So it's a more challenging set for the planks. Feel free to stay on your knees or go to a wall. I'm gonna start on my knees and see how this feels. Squeeze everything nice and tight. Strong shoulders, slide down your back. Come down one elbow onto the other elbow. Then same side lifts up and up. Now reverse sides. So come down to the other elbow, elbow, hand, hand. You choose. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Other side. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Keep it strong so you're not sinking into your shoulders to bring yourself up. Down, down, up, up. Pull that belly button in. Alternating which side is leading. Good. If you're up on your toes, I like it best with my legs a little bit apart, but just do what feels good for you. Excellent. I just did the same side. That's okay. Down, down, up, up. 10 more seconds. You can do it at your own pace. 10-ish more seconds. I can't actually see my watch. After your last one, hold it up, hold in your plank. Pull your belly button in, drop the knees down. Still on all fours. Take your right arm and thread it underneath your other arm and then lengthen yourself down. So you have a little bit of support with that stabilizing arm. You're resting your side of your head on the mat. If this feels good, you can stay here. You can open up your chest more. You can wrap your arm around. Grabbing onto your thigh if that feels good. Whichever position feels best for you. You can reach your other arm straight over your head. The bottom arm is straight long along the mat. You get a lot of weight in your knees, so it's on your shoulders, but it's less on your shoulder than in other positions. And you have relaxed breathing. Inhale. As you exhale, see if you can deepen that twist a little bit, opening a little bit more towards the sky. And then slowly unwind. Back to all fours to start. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Have a nice neutral spine. Take the other arm through your arm, underneath the other arm, and open up to the side. Again, choose the placement for your arm. Your tush is way up into the sky. You can wrap your other arm around if you want. Why are you quitting?
I did both sides for a while.
Oh. Or you can reach your arm up. You're just stretching. Don't watch Mike. He's just laying there looking at the clouds now. Inhale. As you exhale, add a little deeper twist. Unwind your spine. Bring it back to neutral. Really strong. And then relax it down. Have a seat just sitting on your mat with your legs long. Going into our roll-up series. So if you want to grab some support with a band or a strap or a bathrobe belt, or you can do it with bent legs. Sit nice and tall. Get that length in your spine. Tuck the chin back, really reaching through the crown of your head. Draw the ribs in together, then tuck the pelvis under and roll back. Really slow. Almost feel like you have your feet hooked under the couch and you're rolling away from your feet. Your arms come over your head with your ribs staying tucked. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, look towards your feet. Peel yourself off. Keep pushing your belly button back as you spine stretch forward. Articulate through your spine to stack it up, one vertebrae at a time. Tuck the pelvis under and roll. One vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Arms come over your head, ribs stay tucked. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, look towards your feet. So roll up. I know you guys know this. Stack yourself up, but if you're new, roll up takes a lot of strength, but it also takes a lot of mobility in your spine. And if you have someone that has excessive lordosis in the back of your spine, or sway back it's often called, or you just have a lot of curvature in your lower back, sometimes this one is a lot harder for you, and less because of strength, but more because of mobility. So the way down for you is extra important, to come down and focus on any parts that come down in a chunk. Inhale. As you exhale, so you can power yourself up, you can roll yourself up if you're not to a full roll up, and stack yourself up, and then really focus on this way down. You want to get that mobility in your spine, one vertebrae at a time. If you're like not even close to coming down with a huge chunk right there, the bridges, the articulating of the bridge is a great one to help you get that mobility in your spine. And roll it down. It's really fun as an instructor to see someone who really struggles with roll up because of mobility in their lower back. And then over time, watch them get the mobility and be able to roll up and roll down, both in the bridge and the roll up. Stack yourself up, peel yourself all the way down. Good. Now, bend your right leg. Place your foot flat on the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time. This time you're going to sit up nice and tall and float your arms up towards the sky. Switch which leg is bent, and then roll down. Arms follow you as you roll all the way down. That leg stays the same. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, peeling yourself up. As you get to the tops of your sit bones, float the arms up. Once they're all the way up and you have that neutral spine, switch which leg is bent, and then roll down. It is quite amazing how often I say switch which in Pilates. Inhale, reach. Switch which, and 4-4 is the other one. Float your arms up, and I'm always like 4-4. Switch, and roll down. One vertebrae at a time. Slow, slow, slow. Draw that belly button in. No crashing on the way down. You can always do that support. Inhale. Exhale, floating yourself up. Reaching the arms up. Get the space. Switch your legs and roll down. One vertebrae at a time. We have 3 left total. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, peeling it off. Floating the arms up towards the sky. Switch your leg. Tuck the pelvis under and roll slow. Good. Arms come over your head, ribs stay hugged. Inhale. Exhale, float yourself up. Roll it all the way up. Switch your legs and now roll all the way down. One vertebrae at a time. Great job on those. Bring yourself down onto the mat. Draw the ribs in. Add that little imprint into your lower back and float your legs up into your tabletop. Boy, do I regret being in the sun. It's really hot right here. Reach your arms straight up to the sky. Draw your belly button in. Reach your right arm and your left leg away from you, stretching as long as you can, and then bring it back up to center. Other side, left arm, right leg. And draw the belly button in to bring it back to center. You're choosing how far back you go, how low you go with your leg. I would like your arm and your leg to stay straight, so that means more straight to the sky. I would choose that over having it not go far and bent down to the side. Good. With this one, you're trying to keep your spine as still and as quiet as you can. The lower back is not lifting at all. The ribs stay hugged in tight. Your belly button is pushing towards the floor instead of the sky, and you're trying to get as much length away from you as you possibly can by stretching your arm and the opposite leg away from you as far as you can. This is an awesome one for your core, and it's nice if you have neck issues or it doesn't feel good to have your head up. And reach. Good. It's called dead bug, kind of a silly name. And bring it back up. We've got lots of silly names in Pilates. I've started training a group of women, older women who have never done Pilates before, and it's fun to show them some of the silly names and moves we have. Draw the belly button in really strong. This is our last one. Reach, 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 reach. Bring it back up. Float the legs down. Keep the arms up. Extend your legs long. Bring your arms over your head. Inhale, reach your arms towards the sky. Exhale, upper body and lower body comes up into boat or teaser. Inhale, float your arms up. Lower just the legs. Hinging, sit up tall. Butterfly your arms around and circle. Stack your spine up. Good. How pretty was that transition? All the way over onto all fours. So we're doing the exact same thing, but now reversing it. So spread the fingers nice and wide. The armpits of your elbows are facing forward. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Lift up between the shoulder blades. Draw your belly button in. Knees are directly underneath your hips. So you're on all fours. Then you're going to reach your right arm and your left leg away from you, stretching it away and bring it back down. You have a super full bowl of soup on your lower back and bring it down. You're trying your best to not spill that soup as you lengthen it up. Keep the chin tucked down so you have a nice long neutral cervical spine. You're not looking forward and getting a lot of compression in that cervical spine. Reach, draw your belly button in. Make this one harder than it actually is. It's a pretty basic move, but as I repeat every month, basically, such a good one for spine health. I think one of the best ones you can do for strengthening the little tiny muscles in your vertebrae. And reach, stretching it long. 2 more each. Stretch and reach. Good. Reach. 1 more each.
I'm in an especially bumpy area.
No, our lawn is so bumpy. We're just going to do a couple added bonus challenges. So reach opposite arm, opposite leg long. Hold it steady. Keep them straight and reach them off to the side as far as you can without anything else moving. Bring it back to the center. You're going so slow. And lower it down. Watch that stabilizing shoulder. Keep that strength in the shoulder. Reach it long. Stretch. Take it off to the side, really strong and still. Keep the shoulder strong. Float it back to the center. 1 more time each, and then we're done with these. Draw it in. Reach. Open up to the side. Tailbone to the top of your head isn't moving. Reach it long. And bring it down. Other side. Reach. Stretch. So with the microphone, do you hear the Wisconsin in me more? And then lengthen it down and relax. Give your wrists a little break for a second. I feel like I haven't talked to my sister in a while. I feel like my Wisconsin's a little under control, but I'm going there. I'm not going to tell you when. How's that sound? I won't tell you when, and then when I come back, you'll be like, oh, don't you know, listen to her. All right, last set of planks. I don't really want to do these. Maybe I'll just cue you guys. Okay, spread your fingers nice and wide. This time, take your hands slightly outside of your shoulders, so it's not directly into your shoulders like a typical plank. Draw the belly buttons in, coming up onto your toes. You're going to sit back, like you're squatting back and you're gonna like lunge forward. You're not, but that's what you're looking like. Then lengthen forward and come into a push-up. Inhale down, exhale up. Squat it back, tailbone goes towards your feet, come back forward, perfect plank, then push up. Inhale down, exhale up. You can come down to your toes, up, squat back, lift, come down to your toes if you want, and down. Or you can stay on your knees and you're gonna rock back, sitting it back like in a child's or shell, lengthen it forward and push up. Inhale down, exhale up, squat back, and lengthen. Inhale down, exhale up, squat back, and lengthen. Inhale down, exhale up, and back. Jump it forward without really jumping. 2, elbows come back at a 45-degree angle. Squat back. So they're not going straight out to 90 degrees. It's a 45-degree and they're not doing triceps. 2 more. Squat back. Perfect form. Modify to have better form. And up. Last one. Squat back. Lengthen forward. Push up. Inhale down. Exhale up. And relax. Great job on those. Have a seat. We're coming down the home stretch. Legs are long. Tuck the pelvis under and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Is it obnoxious when I drink with the microphone on? I'll work on it. I'll practice. We'll get better at it. Okay. Bend your legs. Feet flat on the ground. Upper body is down and relaxed. Extend your right leg straight up to the sky. Hold on to the back of your thigh. Point your toe towards the sky. And then flex your foot, reaching out. Reaching your heel towards the sky and your toes towards your nose. Point your toe. And flex your foot. Getting ankle mobility in there. And stretching our hamstring, the back of our leg. Point and flex. And point and flex. One more. Point. This time as you flex, reach the heel towards the sky, toes towards your nose. Inhale and stay. Then exhale, draw that leg a little bit closer to your body. Still keeping it as straight as you can. Remember to avoid holding right behind your knee. It's just a sensitive area for our body, so it's best to hold on to your big meaty hamstrings or your calf muscles or your ankles. You're really, really reaching your heel towards the sky right now. It should feel deep. It should feel like a great stretch. Bend that knee in, hug it in towards your chest, and lower that foot to the ground. Hold on to the back of that other thigh. Extend that leg to the sky, pointing your toe to the sky, then flex your foot. That first flex, boy. Does anybody flex their foot for the first time and not really feel it? And reach. Every time I do, I'm like, ooh, ow. Point, flex, and reach. Toes towards your nose, heels towards the sky. Big, big, big range of motion. You're pointing as pointy as you can and flexing as flexy as you can. 2. One more. This time, hold the flex. Reach your heel way up there. Reach your toes towards you. Inhale, stay. Then as you exhale, bring that leg a little bit closer, a little deeper down the back of the leg. Good. It's just fine if your leg is shaking. Make sure you're breathing. Bend that knee in, hugging that knee in towards your chest, and bring that foot back down to the ground. Draw the ribs in together, lifting up the pelvic floor. Add that imprint to your lower back. Float the legs up. Reach your legs straight up to the sky. Inhale. As you exhale, curl up your leg, reaching up as high as you can. Both legs stay straight, go straight into scissors. We're adding a little pulse, so up, a little bit closer, up, a little bit closer, up, and closer. Good. Pull that belly button in. With the scissors, you're trying to scissor as big as you can with your legs. You're holding onto your legs so that you can bring yourself up a little bit higher and have it a little deeper. If you'd like a little bit more of a core challenge, you can just hover your hands over the mat and keep the legs going. Reach, up, and closer, up. You can always rest your head or put a hand behind your head. 2. One more each. Good. Hold on to that first leg. Hold. Now rock and roll yourself up. Hold yourself up. You're sitting up as tall as you can. Chest is lifted. Legs are straight. Roll back. Switch your leg on the back side and roll yourself up. Once you're at the top, lift the chest up. Then tuck under and roll back. Switch your leg at the bottom and lift up. Now, if you'd like more of a challenge, hover that leg off the mat. Don't ever let it touch the mat. Roll back, but make sure you get enough of a pause at the top to lift the chest up and grab the balance. Tuck the pelvis under, roll and lift. Good. Rolling. If you would rather do rolling like a ball, go for it. This gives you a little bit more of a challenge. Great hamstrings in the way. One more each time all the way through. Chest stays lifted at the top, then tuck and roll. Hold it up at the top. Tuck and roll. Hold it here. Hold. So if my left leg is up, take my right hand to the outside and open it up to the side. So you're doing a windmill. You're twisted all the way across your body, then switch and twist. And switch and twist, keeping your legs as straight as you can. This is it. We're finishing off our scissors really strong. And reach. Good. We only have one more ab move after this. Reach. If you'd like more of a challenge, turn the back of your hand to the outside of your leg so you're not holding onto your leg at all. Reach. You're really tick-tocking your whole upper body across. Twisting it across. 2 more each side. 2. Draw that belly button in. 1 more each side. Reach. Reach. Bend both knees in. Curl up nice and tight. Relax just the upper body down. Arms come out to the sides into a T, but let's have our palms facing the sky. Palms facing the sky. Knees are bent at 90 degrees and flex your feet. So you have like a brace on your knees and a brace on your ankles and a brace on your hips. It's staying at 90 degrees. You're going to inhale, bring it over to your one side. Then exhale, compress your core and drag it back up using your abs. Inhale over the side. Exhale, compress and drag it back up. This is one of the mind-body Pilates moves that if you didn't think about what you're engaging, you'll use a lot of your hips to bring yourself back up. If you really think about your core and your waist, like your ab core, compressing the core and like your legs are super heavy and you have to drag them back up, you're going to get more muscles activated. Draw it back up. Inhale, tip over. Exhale, compress and drag it back up. It's slow on purpose. Inhale, come over. Keeping the shoulders anchored. Stick with that, or you can start straightening your legs, or one leg. Inhale, it might shorten your distance. Exhale, drag it back up. Inhale, tip over. You're really trying to keep your upper body out of this. You're trying to keep your shoulders anchored into the mat without your hands gripping onto the floor, which is why I made you turn your palms up. Inhale. Exhale, compress 1 more each side. Inhale, tip over. Exhale, compress and bring it up. Last one on this side. Inhale, tip over. Exhale, compress and bring it up, bringing yourself down. Roll all the way onto your side. Your legs are straight. You can relax your core. Bring your heel towards your bum. You can hold onto your ankle and try to line your knees up so your leg isn't straight up to the sky. It's not in front of you. It's not behind you. Your knees are lined up. Now squeeze your tush, pushing your hips forward. Good. So you're releasing your hip flexors and a bit of your quad. Really squeeze your glutes. Relaxed breathing. Just get the whole front of that leg. If you wanted to go a little more into the hip flexor and a little less into the quad, you can bend that bottom leg up. So you're kind of hugging that knee in towards your chest a little bit. Good. So do which one feels good for you. Release that stretch and let's switch sides. You can just roll over if you'd like. So your bottom leg can be straight or it can be bent if you want a little bit more hip flexor. If you want a little bit more quad, the front of your thigh, then you'd keep that leg long. Squeeze your glutes. Knees should have started lined up with each other. So you're not pulling your knees straight back and your knees not in front of you. It's one straight line, straight out from your sit bones. Relaxed breathing. See if you can squeeze your glute a little bit more to bring that hip a little bit more forward. Just the hip, not the leg. And relax it down. Go ahead and push yourself all the way up. Nice work today on all those planks. I hope it was enough variety to not feel like super plank heavy, unless you're someone that loves planks. Who, I don't know, so far no one has said that as their feedback. Sit up nice and tall and lengthen. Bring your arms across. Give yourself a hug. Great work today. Thanks to Smudge for not barking. Thanks for coming back after last week. We'll see you next week.